In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 richest rappers. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Nothing is more fun than when the new data comes out mid-year and we can update this list. Not often you see a huge shift in the world's top 10 richest rappers. Usually, it's the same players and their net worth moving up or down somewhat based on investment. Whatever it shakes out, we include all the data we can get from publicly available sources. It may not be perfectly accurate, but nearly darn. What you'll notice while reading and find inspiring as an upcoming rapper is, extremely wealthy as a rapper or hip-hop artist is absolutely possible. As you grow in popularity and income, you can break into Hollywood, start other businesses like clothing lines, and make all kinds of investments to drastically increase your wealth. It's a huge grind, and it's often not about skill, but connections. Many spit rhymes for decades and never break through, but those who have a great chance to join the world's top 10 wealthiest rappers. Number 10. Snoop Dogg, $135 million. Snoop Doggy Dogg, also known as Calvin Broadus, is another Dr. Dre's protege. After a long stint on Death Row Records, he left to join Master P's No Limit Records. After that, he jumped to several other labels, producing 16 solo albums and a handful of collaborative efforts. He later became an investor in various sticky icky businesses. He even has a Snoopify smartphone app, generating $30,000 in weekly sales. Also in countless Hollywood movies, television shows, and even video games. Calvin had 17 Grammy nominations, was introduced to the WWE Hall of Fame, and has a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. He released his first album in 2018, Bible of Love. In 2012, Snoop Dogg became a reggae album and documentary Snoop Lion. In a prolonged, high-profile case, Snoop was acquitted of a very heinous crime. Number 9. Pharrell, $151 million. Pharrell Williams got his break as part of the Neptunes beat production duo, then pushed it higher as N*ERD's lead vocalist. For years, his production skills led him to be the go-to beat maker for hip-hop and R&B artists. Ultimately, this landed him 10 Grammys, and his film songs even won him Academy Awards. He even became a television coach, The Voice. He now runs a record label and creative collective called I Am Other. He has partnered with tons of international companies to create streetwear brands, sneakers, jewelry, sunglasses, furniture, sculptures, textiles, etc. He's sure on grind. Esquire named Pharrell the world's best-dressed man. He's avid skateboarder inside his house with a half-pipe. He composed the entire soundtrack for animated movie Despicable Me. He's the 12th artist to hold both number 1 and number 2 spots on the Billboard Top 100. Number 8. Lil Wayne, $153 million. Weezy was doing fine as a Cash Money rap artist, but once he broke off Birdman, also on this list, and started his own Young Money label, things really started off. As a former Hot Boys member, he became Cash Money's hottest act once Juvenile left the label. He also had a stint as a go-to guy, netting him tons of royalties. He's the first male to surpass Elvis Presley with the most Billboard Hot 100 songs so far to 109. He's earned his spot as one of all-time's best-selling artists and will continue to climb as he continues to launch superstars like Drake and Nicki Minaj. His real name is Dwayne, but he dropped his father's D out of disappointment. At 12, Wayne survived a gunshot wound to the chest that he revealed decades later was an act of self-harm. Nirvana's favorite band. Among his many tattoos is a portion of Jay-Z's leg lyrics. Number 7. Birdman, $163 million. Edging out Lil Wayne, because he earns part of Birdman Jr.'s old recordings, is Brian Williams, also known as Birdman. He's co-founder of Big Timers Cash Money Records and released 4 solo albums. He discovered Lil Wayne at 9. Like Master P's No Limit Records, for years on end, Cash Money Records owned the game, netting Williams's seemingly endless revenue streams. He keeps working with upcoming artists, bringing them attention, and keeping himself relevant. Like 50 Cent, Birdman had endless beef and legal issues but evaded bankruptcy. He started an oil and gas exploration company with his brother and co-founder of Cash Money Records, who never got off the ground, despite Brian getting an oil pump tattoo on his side, which has been covered with another tattoo since. Number 6. Eminem, $210 million. Marshall Mathers is another Dr. Dre protege spawning his own record label, Shady Records, launching his own set of superstars. He is the first rapper to receive the Academy Award for Best Original Song from his 8 Mile movie, where he was the lead actor. Also, Mathers author. He would absolutely be in a higher position on this list if he invested as much outside of music as other artists did and wasn't sued countless times. He's one of the few on this list to feature in the list of all-time best rappers. Eminem was once assaulted by an elementary school bully, receiving severe head injury. His family sued the school, but the judge rejected the case, saying schools are immune to lawsuits. Marshall wrote about this in the song Brain Damage, and his bully later sued him for invading his privacy and putting him in a negative light. The judge also dismissed this case, rhyming the verdict. His mother also sued Eminem for slander. 5. Kanye West $240 million. Break with J label, Z's creating album instruments. For years, the most successful rappers sought him for his beats. Ultimately he was allowed to release his own record, which was a huge success, launching his all-time top MC career. He is worth $1.8 billion. Like others, he started his own label Good Music. So far, he's won 21 Grammys, making him one of the most awarded artists ever. His clothing line Yeezy released shoes and other merchandise with firms like Nike and Louis Vuitton. He's broken into acting, architecture, politics, design, and many other sectors. Kanye married Kim Kardashian, the biggest reality show star ever. He was in a wreck and broke his jaw. The song Through the Wire is about this event, featuring slurred vocals, recorded while shutting his jaw. Number 4. Master P $250 million. Percy Miller made incredible money while his record label No Limit Records owned the rap scene. In that time, he launched countless stars, striking while the iron was hot, releasing as many as 10 times as many albums as before. He managed to sign Snoop Dogg for a late 90s 3-album deal. Thought he broke into TV, movies, and even professional wrestling, he broke into traveling, real estate, stocks, toys, sports, cars, and other industries. He did all this without winning any of the major music awards. He's the diversified income king. In the 1999 preseason, Percy had a contract to play for both Charlotte Hornets and Toronto Raptors, from which he didn't graduate. He played successfully in minor leagues. He ran a WCW stable called the No Limit Soldiers, feuding his crew against the West Texas Rednecks. He also appeared in the Stars Dancing Season 2. Number 3. Diddy $820 million. Combs is a media mogul. His Bad Boy Entertainment label launched East Coast King the Notorious B.I.G. and artists like Maze. Not just one of the richest rappers, he's one of the world's top 10 richest musicians. His Sean John clothing company and line of perfumes had great success. His reality show Making the Band was one of MTV's biggest shows. He appeared in a few movies, invested in countless businesses, including being Ciroc brand ambassador. His music won him countless awards, including 12 Grammys. Puff Daddy, like many of the world's richest people, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Kanye West, is a dropout. According to Forbes, that didn't stop him from one of the top 40 entrepreneurs under the age of 40 in 2002. Number 2. Dr. Dre $800 million. Andre Young makes fortune from many income streams, countless royalties, launching protections like Snoop Dogg, Xzibit, Eminem, and 50 Cent. His focus on creating other superstars limited his personal time, leading to just 2 of his own releases. This effort also made him one of the game's top 10 best producers. His early work with NWA, Death Row Records, and then his own label Aftermath Entertainment led to enough income and notoriety to launch several other film, philanthropy, and entrepreneurship ventures. Dr. Dre built the company Beats by Dre, easily the world's best sales and marketing headphones, so much so that Apple bought the company for a total of $3 billion in 2014, launching Dre way this list, almost to the top. Number 1. Jay-Z $1 billion. Change, plus $100 million. Sean Carter has scored over 22 Grammys and sold over 100 million records. But that's just a fraction of the income he gets from his label Roc-A-Fella Records and his clothing line Rocawear. He also invests in several projects, like the music streaming service Tidal and his company Roc Nation Sports, in which he's a licensed sports agent. He's the first rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. He holds the record for the most #1 albums on the Billboard 200, which is currently 14 albums. He's now investing into smartphone apps and TV and films. He sold 50% of Ace of Spades for $315 million, and he just sold the majority share title for $297 million. Jay-Z was once president of Def Jam Recordings. He married Beyoncé, and their combined wealth was not enough to outbid Notch, the creator of Minecraft, for a Beverly Hills mansion. He's part owner of the Brooklyn Nets basketball team. What do you think about this list? Which one of above is your favorite rapper? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.